Good evening, everybody. It's the old wolf here. Yes, there's no witch. You got me again. But because you got me, we're doing a totally free Friday, the 13th, free tarot reading discussion all about... We'll see what happens. So yes, it is Friday, the 13th. One of those funky little kind of days. Some people look at it and... they hide, they run, they're looking for the ghosts and the boogeymen, and some of us embrace it as a little bit different, a time when energies can come into focus. It also happens to be dancing in a retrograde, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but I don't believe that these things always have to be negative. Many times it's good to have the negative die, go away, whatever you want to call it. It's all about context. It's how we look at it. So welcome, everybody. Sabrina, Charis, Veronica, Tracy, Kenna, Rashonda. Everybody, welcome. Welcome. So yes, it is going to be a totally free Friday the 13th. The universe has been generous to Shiya and I, and she is off in her witchy adventure with some of our fellow witches, where some of you may be not on tonight because you may be with her down in Virginia Beach. So yes, she may pop in at some point later. You never know with these types of things. But me as the old wolf, loving her the way that I do, I will be running the show tonight. And again, it was just really a context of not doing one versus, hey, doing one. I'm sorry to hear your day's been shit, and yeah, listen, retrogrades can be pretty strong. Some of us get hit harder than others. Now listen again, for those of you who don't know, Rashonda, anybody else, totally free tarot doesn't mean that everybody's just going to run in here and just start, hey, I need a free reading, hey, I need a reading. It doesn't work that way. I will do readings for everybody, but if you look on the right of your screen, it says totally free training to get a reading, ask your question, full sentence. We will read as full drawn. That means that I'll open it up and I'll say, hey, Veronica, you got a question? Or I'll say, Deanna, do you have a question? We're not quite at that point yet. So please hold the commentaries. I will make it a point that everybody that's here, that's hanging out, will get a free reading. But we have to do it in a bit of a controlled way. So just, no offense, it's not fucking chaos. Doesn't do you any good. Doesn't do me any good. Nobody wants to deal with a cranky wolf. It's not fun. It's not pretty. But yes, I will make sure everybody gets a free reading. Couple of things that I always like to get out of the way, because we have a lot of people that are part of, as we like to call it, the circle. We try to the best of our ability to live by the principle of strength in numbers. So there are a bunch of people that are involved at different levels and different degrees. And I'm just going to hit a couple of them real quick. First one that I'm going to hit is my sister, Ashley Hart, because I just got, well, I didn't actually get it yet, but I snatched it. It's on order. But she did a really incredible dream catcher that is a skeleton-themed, pumpkin-themed type of thing. Fucking absolutely amazing. And she put it up there, and the way that Ashley does it is she builds these things based on how spirit draws her. And then she puts it out there, between, Facebook and, the internet, and says, okay, whoever's interested, the first person that wants it, it is yours. She lets the universe kind of, guide the dynamic. And let me tell you, I saw that shit. Nobody had snatched it yet. It had only been up there for a little while. I was like, done. That's mine. The wolf wants it. So, yeah. Check her out, facebook.com, Hart's Creations. She does some incredible stuff. Very, very, very reasonably priced, especially, the type of stuff that she uses. She doesn't use bullshit. She definitely puts in not only her honest time and effort, but real magic. Yes, real magic is a thing. Yes, Tasha, I love her work as well, too. I can't say enough. And like I said, I saw that fucking Jack fucking drink. I was like, yeah. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween. It's not quite Halloween, but it's Friday the 13th, so it just made sense. It made sense. So yeah, that shit's mine. But like I said, we do have a lot of people that we do interact with. Not just Ashley Hart. And I just have to throw that in one more time. We have others that we interact with. We have Mystical Moons. And Suzanne over at Mystical Moons supported us and has been supportive of us for quite some time. She's an incredible person. But specifically, she sponsored our last songwriting contest that I did through the Witch and the Wolf Wisdom podcast. For those of you who don't know, we do over Tuesday nights. But she has incredible stuff as well, too. Stuff that's from the heart. And in first order, just mention myself to a Wolf or LadyShiya, get a 25% discount. So even if you just go over there and buy one thing as a gift for somebody you know, maybe you got a wolf in your life, maybe you got a witch in your life, maybe you got some goblins in your life, who knows? Definitely check her out. We also have Moonbeam, my sister, Sherry and Bobby. Again, really, really, really good people, okay, that, have made it a point to not only do what they do out of love, out of a genuine context, but they enjoy it. And you can see that in the aspect of what they do. So yeah, you can just mention